The purpose of this video is show the operation of a wooden model Reading 2100 class vintage steam locomotive that I built in the year 2008. The details of how the project came about and the story of its construction are documented elsewhere. But basically the plans from which it was built were for a static model. What's shown here are the modifications that I made for adding motion, a sound and light system, and a chuffing smoke system. Before we get started with the demonstration, there are a couple of things. The most often asked questions are what kind of wood was used and how long did it take to build it. So John can zoom in, we can show that the darker woods on here are walnut. The light accent woods are maple. And the in between here is cherry. The caboose, the red portion, was made out of bloodwood. And then there are brass accents around. I spent about 8 months building it, but that was just like part-time working on other projects at the same time. If I had to guess, I'd say something in excess of 500 hours was spent building it. Okay, for a demonstration, we're just going to kind of play this one by ear. The first thing that we have to do is add a little bit of liquid smoke to the stack. Like so, that should do it. And then we open the control box, extend it for access, and turn the main switch on. The only thing that really happens here is that we get some interior lighting on the caboose and some red rear running lights. Now we turn on a switch that fires up the heat to the smoke unit. It takes a couple of minutes for that to come up. And then we turn on the sound and light system. Now we have the sound. And we have some smoke coming out, we can see up here now. The headlight is a simulation of what was known as a Mars oscillating headlight. We also have lights in the firebox, one from under the firebox, another one inside the cab. Okay. Now, the first thing we do is we'll try and move forward. 2 toots is standard whistle sound for going forward. The chugging sound is controlled by magnets and pickups on the driver wheels, and so is the chuffing of the smoke. So that is all in sync with the speed that I dial in. When we come to a grade crossing, another grade crossing. At a stop. That's known as cylinder blowdown, relieving the pressure out of the cylinders, and 1 2 of the whistle for stop. It appears that the fireman needs to shovel a little more coal. That is the sound of the air compressor running. Okay, now we go backwards. Reverse. 3 toots. As we approach coupling up to an imaginary car. And that was... Alright, we're hooked up and away we go again. And that's about it. One more detail, and that is that there is an interior to the caboose, in which we have there's a table, a pot-bellied stove, a bench. These are lockers and bunks.